So we do have structured supports, particularly academically. So we do take a personalised approach to your learning. So the Dean of Studies will have a list of all the subjects you're doing, what course you're doing, what your ATAR was, potentially where you may need the most support. And so we structure tutorials and consultations around your needs. For people that don't quite understand the tutorial aspect of colleges, colleges offer additional tutorials at night time. So people will go off to their university courses and go to their lectures and tutorials and labs, and then come back, and 3 nights a week their tutorials are run at the college, more as revision. I guess it's not additional work, it's not additional curriculum, but it's fairly relaxed. I imagine you're learning with your peers, you're being taught by resident tutors, and we do have non-resident tutors as well, because we've got over 50 tutorials running per week. And they're quite helpful, would you say?
Yeah, I would say so. In the tutorials that I run, I just focus on, asking the students what kind of additional things they're going to need help with. So whether they want to focus more on in-depth assessment, or whether they just want exactly like some revision of content over the weeks, or for art students in particular, there's a lot of complex reading, so just helping to break those down. So yeah, I found them really helpful as well when I was at UC. They're definitely just to clarify on anything that you don't really get the chance to at university.
And there'll be a tutorial for each of your subjects if possible. If it's not possible because there's less than 4 people studying that subject, then you have access to consultations with the tutors as well. So you can have one-on-one consultations, which is really helpful, particularly at that pointy end of the semester, I imagine.
Yeah, and sometimes it's hard when you come from high school to know the standard that a university expects rather than a high school standard. And I definitely found the tutors were kind of my go-to people in kind of trying to establish that. Sometimes at university it's a bit, you have your hour tutorial and then you just leave, and you don't really get those opportunities to just sit down and have a chat. And yeah, I found the tutors were incredibly helpful with kind of bridging that gap.
And I guess you get your subject-specific tutors or tutorials, but also essay writing workshops. I know our librarian runs referencing workshops. There's a whole lot of support around your particular areas of study as well. One of the other programs that we run here, we do have fireside chats with visiting academics. So at times during the year, we have academics come and stay at the college, and we encourage them to engage with the student community, talk to them about what they're studying, how they got there, and that's really been quite valuable, I think, for people, particularly in those fields, to kind of get a sense of where you could go with those studies. We also focus on employability and graduate outcomes. I mean, it's really important for transition when you come into a college, but we also want you to be able to transition out and out of university into the workforce. So we have people coming in, we have a careers week, we have people talking about CV writing, about skill building, things that sort of really support students at that kind of employability end of things. And as I said, we have a careers week, but also we have a pathways dinner where we invite people from different industries. You were there last year?
Yeah, so I went last year, and so you elect if you are interested in going to the dinner, and you let the Dean of Studies know what kind of industry you're looking into going into. And then they will try and connect with one of our alumni in your related industry, and try and get them to come along for a dinner where you can kind of network with them and ask them questions about the career. So yeah, last year I had one of the past students come, and I ended up, networking with her and got an internship at the publishing company she works at just through that kind of dinner. So yeah, they can be really important and incredible experiences if you make the most of them.
And it's those kind of networking experiences that come up quite often. There's lots of different events will be held at the college, whether it's we're looking at art exhibitions, or we just have been able to connect with somebody of some significance in the community or in our alumni community, and we always make sure that we engage students in whatever's going on